Well, hello, friends. This is Dr. Turner. I wanted to take a moment to explain to you the backstory behind this document, How to Prevent and Treat COVID-19, a guide for you and your loved ones. As you can imagine, this has been a labor of love for me, a passion project, in some ways my magnum opus as the most important thing I think I've ever written as a doctor. And this started out of desperation and concern and a desire to help my patients with innumerable pressing questions that they had at the outset of COVID. Things like, how do I prevent this? How do I effectively treat it? How can I keep from spreading it? How at risk am I or are my family members? How best to test for it, etc. And at first, I, like they, had more questions than answers. But I think as any caring physician, we dedicate ourselves to finding answers, to thinking outside the box, to digging deep and trying to bring solutions to our people. And so I embarked on a research-based quest to answer some of these questions and to have something helpful to offer everyone. Thankfully, I came upon the FLCCC pretty quickly, and I was impressed by what they offer. I found it to be research-based, clear, concise, comprehensive, and ultimately very effective as I began to use their protocols. I also drew on some other sources and some previous background that I had working with patients with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue, as I was fairly familiar with symptoms like brain fog and neuroinflammatory disorders. What I've done here is I've tried to pull together all of the best sources that I've found and made it accessible, tried to put them in one place for you, and tried to make it readable and actionable for you and your loved ones. I have used this as a template now in many, many cases and have seen it benefit literally hundreds and thousands of patients. I welcome your feedback. Of course, this is a living document. What you're looking at even now is probably version 2 or 3, and so I'm ready to update it at any time as high quality information becomes available. I offer this to you in goodwill and with a blessing that it may serve you and your family. Yours truly, Dr. Turner.